guys have done so far?
I mean, honestly, we just believe in the brotherhood, really. We have a tight group here, and we trust our players, and we trust our talent, and we trust what we can do. So I just feel like the brotherhood is like a really strong thing for us. So, like, yeah.
What is the talent when it comes to Jalen and Jordan? Like, why could those guys be starting level cornerbacks next year?
They're dogs, but they are some dogs. I mean, that's the answer to your question.
Define dog for me. What does that mean to you?
I mean, they compete. They love to play football. They don't care who's in front of them. They're gonna line it up, give you your best every single time, and they're like definition of a DB. You know, they just go out there with that mentality every time.
How hungry do they seem to be to you right now? Because not everybody gets to come in and play right away. You know that was kind of a special circumstance for you that you earned, but like maybe they came in with realistic expectations about that. But by the end of their freshman year, how hungry do they seem to like get on the field?
Oh yeah, they're definitely way more hungry. Definitely way more locked in practice. Getting a lot more reps. Yeah, we're gonna feel them this spring and summer, no doubt.
Were you aware of kind of the transfer portal talk? Do you hear about guys that are rumored to be interested in Ohio State, or Ohio State's rumored to be interested in them? Do you guys hear that, or is that all outside?
Yeah, we hear it all the time. I mean, who doesn't hear it, honestly? Honestly, we just got to control what we control. Just trust the process, trust what we got. And if things come. If they don't, they don't.
Denzel, obviously the shoulder injury, the brace you were wearing against Michigan, how much did that limit you in that game?
I mean, yeah, I went into the game feeling a lot of pain, but just wanted to go through the game, play as best as I can for my teammates and for my brothers and coaches. That game's behind us now, but yeah.
How's that shoulder feeling now, and moving forward for the Rose Bowl? How do you think it's going to be feeling by then?
It's going to be fine. It's going to be great. Been getting rehab on it every day. Feels normal, so I just got to keep doing what I'm doing and just stay strong.
Denzel, you took a huge step, kind of surprised some people this year. As you head into this offseason, it's kind of the offseason now.
Yeah.
What's the next step for you? What do you have to really hone in on to become the player you want to be?
Just honing on my craft, my technique, become a better version of myself this offseason, become a better DB this offseason, practice like a pro every time, and just continue to just elevate my game in every aspect of it.
Denzel, is there an opportunity, obviously, you come in as a freshman, start as a freshman. Do you see that, in whether it's the guys coming up in 2022, whether it's the guys that, have been a part of the program, came up with you in this class, what kind of potential do you see, in those guys? Do you see someone that can kind of take the reins beside you if necessary? What do you see from the guys that are around you?
Honestly, I haven't seen nothing. I got to see it in front of me in practice. So whenever that time comes, and then hopefully I can answer your question then.
Denzel, what did you think about the hire of Jim Knowles, obviously, as your guys' defensive coordinator next year? How much did you know about him before, if anything? And what have you been able to have you talked to him at all since you got hired?
I actually haven't talked to him, but I'm really hoping to meet him. I heard he's a good guy, good coach. Yeah, so I hope we just see what the future has for us.
Denzel, how would you evaluate the level that the defense played at throughout this season? Pretty happy with it? Feel like there's lots of room for improvement? Where are you?
I feel like lots of room for improvement. We could definitely could play better than what we played this season. But we, trials and tribulations, and we learned from that. And we kind of, as you can see, we kind of grew. After the Oregon loss, we kind of grew as a team, as a defense throughout the season. And then we ended with that loss, and it was tough. But I feel like we had a lot of growth this season. We kind of got it tighter, and we have a lot of work to do next year.
So when you feel that way, again, you guys grew, but you feel like you can get better. Guys your age in your class, right? How much, I don't know, I don't want to say responsibility, but it's like someone like you've played a lot. You were a young guy this year. Now you'll come back next year and you'll be kind of like a veteran. How much can you lift the defense, you and some of the other first-year guys?
Honestly, just bringing my energy to practice. I'm not really much of a vocal guy, but I could just show my leadership through my practice skills and how I'm playing in practice, how I'm competing, and just be that helping shoulder for the young guys if they ever need anything, and just tell them to just give them their all at all times.
And I know, listen, I mean, again, you guys played at a high level a lot of the times this year, but you were talking about Jordan and Jacqueline and guys like that. When you were a young guy, did you ever talk about like, oh man, we're gonna next year, man, we got to make sure we do this? You know what I mean? Because like, you'll be even more important. They'll start to play. Do you guys think about like, hey, we want to make this defense even better when we have even bigger roles?
I mean, yeah. Honestly, you just got to go out there and compete. Honestly, that's the first thing, and you just got to want it for yourself too at the same time. And yeah, that's about it.
You said, I want to talk about your energy. I know people have been asking about it all year. What effect do you see that has? You say you bring that energy every day. What does that do for the team, do you think?
I mean, honestly, just makes everyone else want to have fun and compete too at the highest level. And same thing for our offense too. When they see us having fun in practice, making plays, that just brings up the level for the offense, and then they come harder at us. And at the end of the day, that's just really just making everyone better.
How would you scout Jordan and Jacqueline?
How would I scout them?
Yeah.
Dogs. That's all I got.
I mean, how have you seen improvement from them, or how do they kind of fit in?
I mean, they kind of fit in from the jump. Their DBs, they just have that mentality. That's all I got for the rest, to be honest.
How much do you know about Utah at this point?
I'm watching a little bit of film, run first team. Yeah, see what he is. See as the prep continues, see what we see, and then yeah.
Denzel, a year ago, early signing day, have you had a chance to reflect on how much has changed in the span of a year from where you were then to where you are now here in December?
Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. I was just thinking about it yesterday. Like, I'm really blessed, and I actually signed yesterday a year ago, so it was kind of crazy how I felt about it. And I didn't know what to expect coming in here, and everything is just working out how I wanted it to. So.
Maybe not football related, but where do you think you've grown the most from that time a year ago to where you are now?
I mean, I feel like I've grown really as a man, and my decision making and how I move about myself and how I go about my day, and a lot of accountability. I feel like.
What kind of team is Utah going to get in Ohio State? Because you had dreams of being in the CFP, and this almost looks like an exhibition game. But and then Michigan called you out with regard to being soft and finesse and all that. What kind of team is Utah going to get out there?
I mean, a team of hunger. Feel like we still got something to prove, and we're gonna go out there and pass it together for it and give Utah all we got, and best believe that.
Denzel, we were just talking with Fair, and he mentioned how he's scared for Michigan next year, and he's a guy who's been around for 4 or 5 years. And with you being in your first season, how do you feel after the Michigan loss, being that this is your first year in the program where you've got to see what the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry is like?
I mean, congrats to them, but that game really is behind me. I'm really just waiting for next year until we see them again, because they will definitely feel us this time.
Denzel, what do you expect to be different about this defense in the bowl game that people saw compared to what people saw against Michigan? What do you feel a new resolve here? What do you sense?
I just feel like everybody in the building walks around with a chip on their shoulder. We want to just go out there and prove to the world that we're still Ohio State, we're the silver bullets, and things are going to change, and it's going to be the best.
What do you think of this Utah team when you look at them? What jumps out?
I don't know. We'll see when we get up there.
As changes are coming, you got a new defensive coordinator coming in the door, et cetera. What do you anticipate those changes to be from your vantage point?
Honestly, I don't even know, so I'm hoping to find out myself. I'm still young, so I'm still adapting to how football works, schemes and stuff like that. I just want to actually just feed off him, learn off him, learn some new things, and see where it goes.
Is this an angry team, you think?
Yes.
What do you mean when you say that? I mean, what's the feeling?
It's a horrible feeling, but it's a feeling of we're going to come back and the world's going to feel us.
Denzel, thank you.